All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Lost Mine of Findelver. I'm Charlie. I'm the DM for this group, and we'll go ahead and get started with some player introductions. Did Pedro disappear? Oh no, there he is. He's in his chair. Jackie, go ahead and start us off for us.
Hello, I am Sunset. I am a fairy divine soul sorcerer.
All right, Bookworm.
Yep. Hey, I'm Bookworm and I'm playing Astron, the humanoid monk.
Pedro.
Hi, I'm Pedro. I'm playing Oboros, the human hexblade warlock.
Oh, you're in the wrong spot. Not you, Pedro. Heather's in the wrong spot. Why is that? Heather, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm playing as Shawnee, the human ranger.
Okay, there we go. And yeah, that's everybody. We are all set to go. All right, Ricky, go ahead.
So I was gonna be nice, but for that, I'm Ricky. I'm playing Solomon Vapor, Droop Slayer, my official class.
I've already gotten yelled at once tonight, Ricky. You can't make me shout again. Especially on stream. That would be embarrassing. All right, if you are tuning in and watching us, I am a little ticked at my players. They did murder Droop last week, and
almost wiped this out.
I don't know what you mean, players. I was not here
I
for
don't know
that.
what you mean. I didn't do nothing.
I'm just saying,
that was all
Droop
Ricky.
got killed. Droop is my favorite. He's adorable. He's cute, and they said the hell with Droop, and they killed him. And by they I mean Ricky. Ricky knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. It doesn't matter that it happened in a different. You knew.
Stopping the person that was told to go get the others.
You don't know. You didn't know that he was told to go get the others. He just left.
You said that the one.
Oh, whatever.
I said it.
Whatever, Ricky.
Everyone, watch the stream back. We'll let that be the judge.
Okay, fair enough. All right. If you are tuning in, all joking and picking on each other aside, we are currently, since it's still October, well, and I'll probably roll into November. I couldn't think what month came next because that's how emotional I am about Droop. Running a charity for the Trevor Project, which helps young people who are struggling with suicide within the LGBT community. And so if you're able to donate towards that cause, please do. And yeah, anyone want to give a short, brief recap for some inspiration?
Yeah, I need inspiration, so I'll go ahead. And we decided to take a short rest in the Red Brands Manor. I feel for guards we thought we tricked last time in thinking we was one of them. So our traps were triggered. He twigged that something was wrong, and they gathered up all the Red Brands while we were here resting. Ambushed us. I think we ended up taking out 3 or 4 of them, plus a bugbear or 2, but 4 of us got taken out by glass staff, and the rest surrendered, and now we're captured.
All right, go ahead and take. Everything. Yeah, that pretty much gets. Yep. I mean, it was 3 hours, maybe 4. We might have streamed for 4 last week, or close to it, of us doing combat. My favorite thing about D&D. And I know I brought it on myself. I know. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started. We're kind of jumping ahead, if you will, a bit. Not that there would be much to kind of go through, but with it being Halloween close adjacent, we're going to do kind of a Halloween themed Lost Mine of Findelver tonight. So give me 1 second and we'll go. Heather, I do have a complaint. If you're gonna claim first, you should clear out the request for it.
Oh, I
I'm
forget
just-
that's the thing I have to do. I'm not in the mod view. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. So the party's grim situation took a dire turn after a fierce battle with Glassstaff and his Red Brand underlings. Your efforts were all in vain. 4 of the adventurers lay unconscious on the cold, damp floor of the cells within Tressender Manor. The group's gear had been stripped from you all, leaving you with nothing but the tattered remnants of your clothing and the bitter taste of defeat. You have found yourselves locked in the very cells from which you had helped the Drinder family escape just moments before you were placed in. It felt like Hulker is all too familiar with this, having only just escaped right before the ambush happened. This time, though, the conditions were harsher. Each person found their hands chained in mechanisms preventing any movement. Most of the time in the cells was spent with a dark burlap sack covering each person's head, the only relief being rare instances of human decency provided to the group. A bite of food here, a drink of water there, but always, each instance, there were thick animal hides preventing you from being able to see out beyond the cell that you found yourselves in. Most of the time, there was an unsettling silence to the cells. The silence in the darkness was enough to drive a person mad. At first, the constant presence of the Red Brand guards and the occasional visits from Glassstaff kept you on edge. The only time it seemed that any sound was heard was when Glassstaff was there speaking. You wouldn't say he spoke to you all, but rather he spoke at you, rambling. The victory that he had over the group seemed short-lived for him. He was in full paranoia. He circled around. He would ask at the group who sent them, but he never took the covering off or removed the gag from the group to allow anyone to answer him. Sometimes if you focused in on his voice, you could sense that he was pacing. He was frantic even, as his voice would boom from one side of the room to another. You picked up bits about Nesnar, dwarfs, some other wizard. The last thing you remember was hearing a guard speaking about a horde of them coming. And then silence fell over you once more. This seems to be the longest stretch without anyone remembering that you're there, without providing even an ounce of humanity towards you. The smells of you and your cellmates wash over, the emptiness in your stomach, the dryness in your throat. It all has hit with an incredible pain. Not that it was much, but you no longer feel any warmth coming from within the guards area into your cells. But you have found yourself able to hear. It feels jarring at first. The noises sound at first like your stomach or one of your companions, their stomach. Anyone who has a passive above 12, you can tell it's coming from outside of your cells. Above 15, you can recognize that it's coming from outside of the room that you are in. Those above 15, it sounds as though there are several groans and shuffling that you can vaguely hear. As you lay there, you realize that you've been forgotten, and this is the moment of decision. Do you give up, or do you try to fight your way out? Right, and that is where we will start from. Alright, so Foundry should kick you over. So you would not be able to see outside of your cell because there are, well, for a couple of reasons. So right now you all have like a burlap sack over your head. You are chained. You can't move your hands even. And then on the outside of the cell there is animal hides keeping you from seeing across and into the room.
Hmm. Nice.
Are the chains that were restrained by keeping us from taking the bags off of our heads?
They are, yes.
Okay.
Because he is smart enough to know that you all would probably try to cast your way out of it, so he went through the effort of making sure that you couldn't.
Mm.
Okay. What kind of role would it be to try to like use my own tongue to maneuver the gag out of my mouth, I guess, or attempt to? If you guys thought it was weird, it was already a weird question to ask.
Well, Pedro, I mean, it sounds like you have some experience. What role do you think that would be?
That's a next roll, bro.
I honestly, like, there's some pizza in my living room that I'm really tempted to just go and grab.
What, do you want to give us a demonstration?
No, I don't.
I can't breathe.
No,
I can't breathe.
I hate you guys.
Oh, Phoenix Mutual, don't worry.
Acrobatics of the tongue?
I will roll it. I will 100% roll it.
I mean, if we're going, like, a straight dex would be fine. If you really want to use acrobatics, you can, but...
They're the same score right now, so it doesn't matter, I guess. So let me just... Since I said it, I'm just gonna go ahead and attempt it. Yeah, I guess that's a no. Don't even... No, I don't... No.
Yeah, so,
I have to turn my camera off to stream, I can't.
so... Charlie,
I wrote such a great start, and this is where we went with, can I use my tongue to take off the sack?
So
No, I'm not
Actually-
even sack with the gag over my mouth.
Well, same difference.
yeah, so I've got a question, Charlie. Are our legs or feet restrained at all?
They are, they're tied in to, chains, but they're not, like, as extreme as the stuff with the hands.
So does that mean I can attempt to kick the closest person next to me, just so I can figure out who's in the same cell as me?
I would say it would have some movement to it, so yeah, you could try to kick the person next to you to see who you got.
We'll consider that unarmed, I guess. I'm guessing disadvantage because I can't see.
Yeah,
I mean, this is not going the way I anticipated it.
How was that not what you anticipated?
Ricky, nobody asked you, okay? You know, if you hadn't killed Droop, he might come and rescue you, but... And then you told me there was no way that someone would revive Droop, so... Yeah,
Where's my proof? Hold on. Continue. She kicked somebody with an 11.
Yeah, I feel like with an 11 you would hit. Like, no one's in armor or anything. You guys are all, like, laying around on the ground, so you're just kind of flopping around like a seal.
Okay.
I mean,
Wait. Are we on the ground or are we hung up?
So my narrative is that you are, like, chained, but, like, you're able to still lay. But if you want to be standing, like, so you have enough with movement that you are able to get up. Like, you can't walk or pace or anything, but you're able to go from standing to sitting or laying.
But we can't reach our heads with our hands?
If you're sitting, well, so it's more than just that you can't. He has made it so that you wouldn't be able to do any somatic casting. So like your hands are in like separate like finger traps, making it so you can't move or grab.
Yeah, so here's my question, Charlie. Can
Mhm.
Ash contort himself so that he can use his feet to take the sack off his head? Is there enough give in the chains for that?
So, like you're bending forward and then trying to use your foot to grab at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say roll a dexterity and see if you can.
Makes more sense than the
Dex
tongue
check.
thing.
Yep. I
No,
have 2
Pedro, the
dice,
tongue thing
so-
makes so much sense for you.
Okay,
I was
that's
up all
only a
night.
6. That was a 6.
Yeah, you
So,
are. So, it has been the longest stretch since the group has had any kind of like nourishment or anything. You had been being fed at least once a day, and at this point, like you have no way of keeping track of time, but you just know that like your body is just so starved that like movement is really difficult for the group.
mm,
I would like to, kind of like sitting, laying, just put my head like against the ground and just try and friction the bag off of the top of my head if I could.
Okay.
You want a roll?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all of these are dexterity. That was so
I'm
close.
You know what? I'm gonna lay down and give up. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right, I'm gonna see if it's cool. I'm gonna see who's next to me by what Heather did.
The little fairy
Oh.
legs.
The little fairy legs? Okay.
yeah, I wonder if I have manacles in child size for her.
That's not it. Well, obviously they
Well,
do because
they had children in there before, and then she's in here now.
So
Glass staff.
that was just straight dex.
Yes, dex or acrobatics if you have a higher on acrobatics.
No. Okay, that's 11.
You all are able to, like, this is the first time you've been able to hear that there are other people in the cells with you. Right, so like you have not heard them the entire time that you've been in. Like you're aware that they're in there because at some point you've had things taken off and you've been fed and whatnot, but like this is the first time where there's not glass staff or a guard in there that you are able to hear.
Does anyone say
Yeah.
ow when I or hey when I hit them? Because I think 11 was
Yeah,
hit.
with an 11 that would hit. Which direction do you think you would go, Jackie?
Probably to the right.
Yes, that would hit
towards Ash.
Ash. That
Yeah,
would be towards
Ash has
Ash
an
as
armor.
you're bending, trying to use your feet. The reason you are unable to get to it is because you get kicked by the person next to you.
Yep. Yep. Well, yeah, Ash can't respond because still gagged, so, but Sunset feels
Do
someone
you
there.
make a noise? Like,
Yeah, you can. You guys can still
Probably,
make a
yeah.
noise. I mean, I would like. It's not super understandable, but like you guys can still be making noises. So everybody, go ahead and make your noise for me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Boros is gonna start rattling his arm chains.
Okay. Are you trying to like maybe trying to pull with enough force to get them to become loose.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's actually go with that. I would like to give that a shot.
Okay. Athletics for me.
Yeah, with a -1. Let's go.
Not bad.
Best roll so far.
It is the best roll. You do, like, as you were pulling with all of your might, you do feel a little bit of, like, what seems like, stone, kind of, like, just small chips kind of chipping away, and landing on you as you pull. Go ahead and roll. Let's just go with, do a d6 for me.
A 1d6?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay, why the hell is it trying to... Okay, hold up. It keeps trying to make me roll. Okay, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My bad.
In the
Okay.
bottom. Okay, you got it. Ooh, nice.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you definitely like have made a start on trying to separate the chains from the wall.
I was
Cool.
like, I would like to stand up and try and do the same thing. Because I feel like putting like all my weight into just leaning away from the wall might help.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, something our like us should try is try and wrap one of our chains around his arm, put a taunt, and try and punch it with his other arm to try and break some of the links in it.
Okay, so you're
Somehow I
like
don't
pulling
think
it tight
putting
and then
my
you're
weight will help.
you're trying to hit into it.
Yeah, trying to target specifically some of our links to break one of them.
Okay. Alright, Heather, go ahead and roll for me, and then Bookworm, you can roll too.
You said athletics,
Yep.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Here for
Oh,
us
God.
will just be an attack. Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is it a shotgun?
Yeah, do you want to do an attack, Charlie, or athletics?
I would go with doing, I guess you can do it since you're able to, and I guess really if people want to do unarmed strikes towards things, like you can do that. If that seems to make more sense for you. Yeah.
Yep, I'm rolling my 2 hit then. Yeah, that's a 24 to hit for Shine.
Alright, give me
And that
1
would
second.
be- Yep.
Let's see. Okay. And you said
Sorry.
what was it to hit?
Hit 24.
Okay. Roll your damage for me.
Yep. That's 7 damage.
You hit, it is hard for you to sense, like, if it has had, any impact, but, like, you definitely can feel that you have, like, collided into it. And did you roll with disadvantage to hit, Bookworm?
I did not. Let me go with disadvantage real quick.
We'll go with it on this one, but any other rolls, roll with, disadvantage for me.
Yep.
Just
Yep,
because,
I
like,
did
you
just
can't
roll.
really see.
Yeah, I did just roll a second time anyway, and that was a 19.
Okay, yep, and a 19 will also hit,
Yep.
so you're good. Alright, and you said you did 7?
Yep.
Okay.
Max damage possible.
Nice. Alright,
Yeah.
Heather, what did you roll? Did you... Oh, 7?
I rolled a 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing is really happening with that. That's 7.
Could I go ahead and make another attempt at what I was doing before? Trying to pull at his chains and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep, and if Ash can do punch you again.
Yeah, you can Ash that swing.
Yep.
Oh no.
This time it's just
Okay.
you were feeling too weak from the malnourishment.
Yeah, and I got an 8 both ways.
Okay. All right. Ricky, Drip Killer.
Yes.
Who would you like to try?
God, I love that.
Solomon wants to
God damn,
like
Ricky.
crouch down and
Hunting
then like
Droop.
kind of. Oh, you just noticed that?
I
You
did.
should check out the chat if you haven't looked at that yet. Solomon wants to crouch down and like spring up to like pull up against the chains by trying to use his body weight.
Okay. Yeah, you crouch down and you try. What? That goat is just too much.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
My guy's doing frog leap.
That is like when back before when Droop was a living being. When you put in the chat, you turned into an elk or whatever. That's what that reminds me of. You dropped an elk video.
Yep. All right. Athletics. Really should have rolled a stronger character. Got 15.
I mean, 15's good. And so you're trying to pull the chains with the force of crouching down and jumping.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me a d6.
4.
Okay.
And I'll just repeat that while, mumbling.
No one else is gonna try to remove the gag with their tongue?
No.
Nope.
Fuck you.
I can't do anything.
You did that, Pedro. That was all you.
I did nothing.
Ask Crocodile all over again.
Fuck you! Oh my god!
Was waiting for it.
As long as Solomon feels something give, he's gonna keep trying.
Okay, you do feel something give a little bit, yes. And I do want to, just so things don't seem unfair, so the trying to pull at the chains, I'm looking at that as you're trying to get it to separate from the anchor, which is going to be a lower AC but higher hit point than Bookworm is trying to break at the chain itself. Just so that's kind of out there and clear. So the chain has a higher AC on it, but has less hit points. Your character obviously wouldn't know that, but that's just so you as a table know why somebody might get out faster.
I am going to make another athletics attempt. Same as before.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ash will try and punch another few times.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
Hey.
And that's also the difference of Ash, since he's aiming for something specific and can't see, that's why it's disadvantage compared to you all throwing your bodies around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me a D6 of Burrows.
See.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know who's in the cell with me, but it sounds like he's got this taken care of, so I'll just wait for him to get done.
And
You just
yeah,
hear a
I'm
lot of
gonna
like
roll my.
frustrated grunting.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
if you
just
want to
chilling
roll
because-
some perception with disadvantage to see if you can make out who's in your cell, you certainly can.
Exception with disadvantage. Hell yeah. Why not?
You should definitely be saying hell yeah. What the heck? You're a ranger. You've got like
Yeah.
perception at oh never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ash
this is
done
dumb.
with punch again.
You would know who's in your cell. That's like dumb on my part. You guys you've had your stuff taken off, so like you know who relatively is in your cell. Like assuming that they haven't switched them every time. Like which each time that this has happened when you've been fed or given water, like it's always been the same people. So you know who's in there with you.
Oh, would I recognize them without their armor on? I mean, if they stole our armor.
Dang. Okay, so yeah.
I mean, I feel like okay, so I feel like
Sunset would be obvious.
yeah, so I
Right.
feel like the group Solomon, Ash, and Sunset, I think you all would recognize each other without armor on. And then I guess, I mean, I feel like Ashani, you would be obviously recognized, probably, like, I would assume that you would be recognized. So, I mean, I don't know if you would be able to tell if there's something distinguishing between Hulker and Boros in terms of size and build. And I don't know. Like, so...
Well, I would probably say like Hulkler is like more muscular than Ouroboros is for sure, and this would probably be the first time she's seen Ouroboros without like his like turban face mask combo that he usually
I was gonna
wears.
say, do they have their face masks? Does Ash and or Burrows have
Well,
their face masks?
so...
Yeah, that's what I
they...
was curious about.
You guys still have your clothing on. They just took your armor. Like, you're not naked. Let me make that clear. Even though we're trying to take gags out with our tongues, we're not naked. Like, so because I know, like, I don't want to, like, take that away from any character. So, like, I would say that they didn't completely do you dirty. Like, you have what you need to have on. If you feel as though they would have taken that from you, I will let that be a player choice, but I'm not going to make that as a DM. Especially for like Ash and oh my god, Pedro's character that I can't think of. Yeah, there we go.
Jeez. Wow, you hurt me so much, Charlie.
I can't stop laughing long enough to focus on this damn game.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I will say, I will say in Ash's case, me as a player doesn't care either way. Ash would for sure wanted to stay on, but if Blastov or anyone else was curious about what was under there, then
I would say that they for sure know, like, that the people who tied you all up, I mean, they would know because they have to take it off to feed you and to give you water. So, like, they would be aware, but they would also want to minimize the chance of anyone getting out, so that was, like, a one-at-a-time situation. Like, they handled one person each time, but you would see the other people there with their coverings on. But as far as, like, once you get the sack off of your head, that's going to be up to you if you think Ash would have, like, maybe asked to have it on or would have been too out of it not to ask. I'll leave that up to you as a player.
yeah, he would 100% ask for it to be replaced every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solomon, are you rocking that bald head?
Solomon has hair.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't remember Pedro's name. Or Burrows.
Wow.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros is he's rocking the old bald noggin.
It's because I'm so mad at Ricky that now I just can't remember anything.
I would just assume that Ishani probably wouldn't recognize Ouroboros because this like being here in the cage would probably be the only time she's seen him without the face covering. So yeah, like gross facial scarring, stuff like that, like ritual branding on
Well,
his skin.
and to be right
All over his face.
now, all she like no one has seen anyone's faces because you all have a sack over your head because they didn't want anyone to misty step their way out of this. Like Glassstaff being able to cast Misty Step, like he was well aware that there was the likelihood that somebody within the group could.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can. Somebody get this mask off me. Get the gag off. That's all I need is the gag.
Yeah, so
Sunset, are you gonna
You
try a
can-
dex
Wait.
roll to try to get your mask off?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try
Well,
and
like,
get the
try the
mask off
gag.
my
Good.
tongue.
Yeah, we'll go for the gag.
Yeah, the
If
gag.
you roll really well, maybe it'll be both. Give me some dexterity.
Normal at disadvantage.
You know where your face is, so I would say normal.
Where your face is.
Rookie. I thought you knew where your face was.
God dang it!
Oh, that was athletics.
That was-
Is your...
I thought so
Yeah.
too. Who knew?
Do
Oh,
acrobatics. Acrobatics is better for you. Maybe it'll help.
yes. I swear I hit the acrobatics button, but apparently. Well, it helped a little. Hey, Max.
Yeah, I
Jump
mean,
in,
you're
baby.
able to,
Mama
like, kind of move. So, proportionately speaking, and then, like, you wouldn't realize this, but, like, your chains, because of your size, like, they're not longer, but, like, proportionately they are, if that makes sense. So, like, you get the closest out of anyone in trying to reach, but you would know that, but Sunset, unfortunately, just knows that you don't know where your face is.
Hey, can Ash punch again?
Yeah.
Yep. That is a fit. What's a 12 to hit?
You miss hitting the chain that time.
Yep. Yeah. Am I right to just do several rolls in succession? Because he's just gonna keep trying a few times.
Yeah, that's fine. So if you want to
Yep.
roll your dice and then after you rolled them, tell me what they are. All in one go.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So another punch, what is a total of 12, what misses, rolling.
And don't worry, you all. I do have a plan B once we tire
Yeah,
of trying to get ourselves
I'm
out.
Yeah, does
just
a
figured-
15 hit.
A 15 does not hit the chain, unfortunately.
Yep, rolling again. Hit, none of those miss, none of those hit, sorry, what's a 7? Then I 14 misses. Oop, dropped my other dice. And 8 misses. By one point, I think Ash will just give up after like 4 consecutive misses.
I would say, as you guys are, because it seems like almost everyone is kind of flailing yourself around. I would.
don't even know where my face is.
So I would say that the DC for getting the gag off has decreased at this point. If you've been moving around on the ground, trying to flop around and stuff. So if people want to try again for trying to find a way to use your tongue to take the gag out, you certainly can.
Yeah, if Ash feels what he's might have loosened a bit, he will try that. Acrobatics.
I'm definitely gonna try to do more
Hot damn.
athletics. stuff.
Acrobatics and remove what's a 24.
Okay.
I got 16.
But you haven't really been flailing around all that much. Okay, Burroughs, you're trying to pull it out. Still, that trying to pull the chains off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do more of that now.
Okay, roll your damage. Bookworm, you were able to get the gag mechanism out. You still do have the sack on your head, but you are able to get the gag, so you can talk. Sunset, you can also now talk as well.
Yep.
Good. Then I
Yeah.
cast Misty Step.
You can't see though.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I might have a plan. That I can see. Okay.
Solomon, you're
All
still gagged.
All right.
That is 5 damage to the chain.
Yeah. Here, after a speed, he's go and just go. Finally.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got for us, Jackie?
So first things first, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. I'll just point to a spot and cast it.
So you can't move
20
your
foot cube.
fingers. Give me 1 second to read the
It's
spell. Okay. Alright, so is that line any creature? Nice. Okay. Alright, so you're just pointing and you're casting it. What's your goal in casting Fairy Fire?
What it ends up doing is, well, for one, I should be able to see everyone within the 20-foot cube. That would fail and I accidentally put it down trying to click on the table. But anyone who fails the dex save is lit up. But also objects and affected creatures shed dim light, so I'll be able to see a spot that I can Misty. I should be able to see a spot to Misty Step to.
You're still
Yeah,
not going to be able to see like that because it's not going to get rid of you. You still have the head covering on.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're still
Like that has
blindfolded,
so it's
essentially.
still completely you because that is more like kind of like a sack where it's over your head, but then they also like have it tied so it doesn't fall off. So that one's hard, like a little higher of a dex than getting the gag out. Okay, so I guess I need.
I didn't mean to put down the. I didn't mean to put down.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Fairy
really
Fire.
easy to know who needs to. It's Solomon and Bookworm.
Ash.
Yep. That needs to, but I mean, I don't even know that you guys would know that you need to make a dex save, so I feel like you would just fail it.
I mean, they're restrained too, so isn't that part of
Yeah, I feel like they just fail it. Like, what do other people... I mean, it's only going to be an advantage to you all to fail it, so I don't care either way, but I feel like there's no way that they would make the dex save.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if we are restrained, here we just have disadvantage on dex saves.
Well, you're restrained, you're blinded, you don't even know that you need, that something's being cast towards you, so I'm fine with you rolling with disadvantage, but I also feel like you would just fail it.
Yeah, with blinded, here you automatically fail any ability checks that require sight. And yeah, attack rolls against us have advantage, but our attacks have disadvantage.
I mean, if you all want to roll it, you can. I'm just saying, logically, I feel like you would just fail it. Rules are written. If you want to roll at disadvantage, that's totally fine because you also will probably fail.
Now I want to roll.
Yeah, I want to roll just to see. just. Yeah, but a 9.
You fail.
Who's right? That's right. The DM is always right, everybody
Yeah.
watching. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Alright, you both failed. You are now you are now outlined in, I'm guessing, probably violet. Purple. But no one else can see that you're outlined in that, but you are outlined in purple.
As soon as I get that stupid mask off.
Okay. That's something. We got something going on.
Yeah. Yeah, hearing Sunset say what Ash will say, I've been hit. I've been trying to break my shines, but I just can't hit. And he's gonna he's gonna try another punch. Disadvantage. Let's go. But a bloody 11. God damn it.
This is more entertaining than I ever
Going
could have
again.
imagined.
Going again. I'm
Charlie,
just gonna keep.
Yes.
how much progress have I made with my last
come
roll? Like,
on.
I rolled a 17 and got like a 5 on the d6.
You have done 14 damage. You're getting there, but you're not quite there. The wall has pretty high HP.
Yeah, Ash is getting frustrated, so he's just gonna keep on punching.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
what's
totally
I
was
17?
The 17's not gonna
Now
hit
I'm
the
mad
chain,
at-
unfortunately.
I 17 misses?
It does.
Okay, good to know. Okay, punching again, what misses? But the nut one, what misses?
No misses.
But I never nut one, what misses?
I'm giving you
Oi,
all
what-
until 7:45, and Plan B is gonna come in.
But finally, but a 23 to hit.
Well, just out of curiosity, I tried to get the sack off with a 19. It's right there. Can I please?
You are unable to move your fingers enough to be able to get that sack mechanism off of it.
Yeah, I 23
God
hits,
dang
right,
it.
Charlie?
A 23 does hit.
Yep, that is 6 damage. So I'm up to a total of 13 damage on Shine. And I'm gonna... Hey,
You're up to how much damage on the chain?
13 total.
Yep.
Across
Okay.
for 2 hits.
Stupid wizard!
And finding a connection, Ash is gonna keep going hard because he's like, yes, finally a connection, let's go! Yeah, so still rolling. Misses. Fars a 15.
So it's
15 misses.
All right.
Dex acrobatics to try and get the bag off our head.
Yes, but like
Yeah,
it is so I'm gonna like until you have broken through the mechanisms on your hand to be able to like actually move your fingers and stuff, getting the bag off is a DC of a 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on! I was so freaking close.
No.
That was athletics.
Ash, have you hit? Have you hit yet?
No, that was a 9 for last time. Oi, what I 24 to hit.
Okay, yep.
And what is going to be that's out of a dice try. But another 6 damage, that's up to 19.
Alright, on that hit, you are able to break through one of the chains that you've been hitting at. You're able to break through it, and you have one arm that is free.
Yeah, his left hand will be free, so he'll go. He'll say out loud, "Finally, one is broken.
Andy! Get this stupid
Yeah, so
If I could just
Yeah,
have this stupid
he's-
mask off, I should be able to.
yeah, so chain is broken. Can Ash actually move his fingers at all, or is that mechanism still in place?
That mechanism is still in place for you, but like because of the chain being broken, getting that mechanism off is a lot easier for Ash. Because it doesn't
he'll
have
do
like that
whatever
pull from it.
Yeah, if it's like so how is it bound up? Is it like I slip off sort of thing? Like if I get enough friction there, that'll go. Oh,
Yeah,
is
so
it individual
my
knots?
idea with this is it's kind of like I can't think of what the word is, but like when you do archery and like you put the thing on your hand so you don't hit with the bow, it's kind of like that, except like it is wrapping the fingers. So I think if you wanted to try to use, I think that'd be a sleight of hand for trying to pull your hand out of it.
Yep, and if we can pin a part of it with his foot to like help give extra grip to take it off. But yes, sleight of hand, what's a +3? Yeah, what's an 18?
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get your hand, your left hand out of the mechanism that it's in.
I'm gonna make another athletics.
Okay. And I'm okay with you guys making stuff and then telling me once you like have made it, if like you think it's high enough. If it's anything less than like a 12, you know for sure it's not hitting.
Yes. But yeah, now what he has a hand fully free, he's going to try and mess with or not to get his bag off. So
okay, I mean, so that you like at this point you have a free hand. You wouldn't need to roll for getting your bag off. Like you know where your face is, so you're able to reach up and you like find the knot. Well, you also have a lot, like, you're all tied up, Sunset. It's different. He has a completely free hand. You're able to reach up, you find the knot, and you're, give me a sleight of hand for trying to undo the knot to get it up and off.
Yep. What's a 13?
Yeah, you are able to get that, bag up and off.
Yep, getting it over. Ash will just go, finally I can see. He looks over towards Sunset, hearing what she wanted out before. Here, Sunset, here, get as close to me as you can. And Ash will go with one hand still, one hand still chained. Yeah, over here, and yeah, Ash one side chained out. He will walk out as far as he can with his free hand until he can until he can reach Sunset's sack and take it off.
Yeah, you're able to follows your voice, and you're able to. She moves over. You're able to reach, to take her sack off. Roll that sleight of hand with advantage, because I'd imagine you're giving her some guidance to kind of help you, but you still are trying to undo a knot with one hand.
Yep. Advantage. What's a 21?
Yeah. Sunset, your sack is off. You can see. But you can't. You can only see within the chamber that you are in currently.
That's all I need.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna find an unoccupied space and Misty step out of these stupid things.
Okay. That's easy enough. I mean, there's 3 of them surrounding you within your cell. So, we have our first person that is completely out. Sunset.
Yeah, who didn't do anything herself to deserve it. Apart from having
she's
money.
just cute. She's just the cute little fairy.
I got the cat. Thank you.
That is going to hit Pedro.
Nice.
But yeah, now what Ash can see, he will be hitting his other chain, which because of verifier advantage.
I don't know that you would have
yes.
advantage on your chain.
Now objects are highlighted as well.
I will also go to Solomon, who also
Okay,
failed, and
yeah.
get his mask off.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. Valve 19
So
hits.
yeah. That is easy enough for you to do because you've Misty stepped out of everything, and Misty Step doesn't, right? Yeah, it's verbal. Yep, so you are able to go to Solomon, and I think he's still gagged. That's why we're not hearing from Ricky. He's still got the gag on.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Yeah,
Misses.
I helped him at least get his hat, his gag, and his burlap sack off, and try and get him out. Otherwise, I will talk to him because, as I recall, he's also trying to pull himself out. Oh
Yes.
wait,
Yeah.
no, you said you gave up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah,
Can't you Misty Step too, Solomon?
I cannot.
I thought you
I don't have
could.
Misty Step.
Hmm.
No.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, baby boy. I rolled like 5 or 6 times and none of those hit with advantage. I'm gonna keep going.
All right, so you can see, you can talk. Your hands are still in the chains, though, but you can now see and talk.
Yeah, I finally hit with a 24 for... Oh, that's cocked. For 6 damage.
All right, and you're working on the
But yeah,
second chain.
Yeah, yes, second chain. Here, punching
Okay.
it like he did for first. And he'll say to, here, Sunset. When you can, try and help me with these. And he'll just keep on punching.
As soon as I'm in
But
here, you're next.
Misses. Thank you. Here, does a 20... I'm assuming a 21 hits.
It does, yes.
Yep, oop, that is 7 damage, so up to a total of 13. And a 24 hits for and that is cocked. For another 7 damage, total of 20. I'm assuming that is broken.
Alright, it is broken. You're able to get the other chain off. And now you can get the second hand mechanism off.
Yep, which I assume he does because he has a free hand and he can see.
Oh yeah, yep. That's easy enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, legs.
What are you doing?
Well,
Since
Wi-Fi.
whatever you did, you did.
I'm trying to free Solomon.
Okay, so you're trying to get the... I mean, he's laying there as a puddle defeated, but I guess you can help him.
Wait a minute, he's a puddle? How is he chained up?
Yeah, that'd
How
be...
the heck did he just not puddle out of it like Odo?
I don't think this is like elemental. He didn't actually turn into a puddle. Like, I think it was a figure of speech.
Yeah, I'm a physical person. If I get
So
one
is Droop.
hand...
You got one
Not
hand
anymore.
out. You got one hand out.
Charlie, there's leg chains as well, yeah?
Yes, there are leg chains. Also,
More punching!
If
Wait,
Solomon
what's
can see and has a hand free, he's gonna use Firebolt to wear down the opposite base whoever he's chained to anything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was a level 21. He hit with 5 damage. But misses.
that hits Ricky.
Misses.
So are you hitting at the
Misses.
chain with your firebolt, trying to break it up?
Yeah,
Misses.
yeah,
Okay.
just to get it so that it'll still be attached to my hand because I'm not doing the side next to me. I'm gonna do wherever it's attached to at like
Okay.
a wall point.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
And I'm
hits.
gonna hold off a minute.
Yep. I hit a leg chain for another 7 damage. I'm up to 12.
Okay.
What's a miss?
Solomon is okay. I'm gonna go keep my.
Mrs.
All right, I need let's pause for 1 second because I have so many things that I'm
Mhm.
tracking. So let's see. We have Solomon is at 5. We've got Bookworm. You're at, is it? I think
12.
12?
One of the
Okay.
red chains.
All right, and then
Yep.
Pedro. Pedro is not very. Pedro, I have you at 7. Is that where you're at right now? I think I've seen 2 hits
so
come through.
The very first time I rolled to deal damage to the chain, I got a 6,
Mm-hmm.
and then my second time was a 5, and then I got a 1.
I missed the 5 in the rolling, and that's okay. I trust you. Okay, so 12 for Pedro, and then is anyone else working on chains still? I have like 6 post-its going on.
Oh
Okay.
no, I've given up until I feel like whoever is working on that in my cell will give up. That way, I'm not wasting my energy.
Yeah.
Okay. And to clarify, so I know Bookworm is Ash is hitting the chain, and from what I gathered with Solomon, you're
Yes.
hitting the origin point of the chain, and
Correct.
that is what Pedro is basically doing too with throwing himself around, is going for the origin. Oh, I didn't realize my camera wasn't on Discord. I'm sorry, you all. You didn't get to see
Oh,
my
good.
face.
Yeah,
you turned it off.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I put.
Dare you?
Yeah.
And kid, just so I know with my rolling for Chain Charlie, I know a
Mhm.
19 hits. Would an 18 hit?
An
'Cause I
18
know
does not
17
hit the
misses.
chain. An 18 does not. So
So
the
ni-
magic number is 19.
Yep. Yep. Just so I was clear, so I don't have to ask every time. I'm gonna keep rolling to hit.
All right. Just so
And what-
I know, because I don't want anyone sitting here hating anything. Are we good with what we're doing, or do we want Plan B to roll
Yes.
Oh. I vote for Plan B.
Plan B
I'm
Uh,
never
comes in
against Plan B.
while we're
Fair.
in.
Fair. I
Okay.
did get one more hit in with like 23, so I'll just roll
in? Okay.
out what's
Roll your damage.
What's another 7,
Now I'm
bringing me up
Okay.
to
Um.
19.
Yep. So you got that chain broken. All right.
Yep.
As the group is sitting, some are actually sitting. The group is sitting, and everyone is, and some are not sitting. Some are working. It seems as though, which is kind of funny, like we have the group in the north is that like let's get the fuck out, and the group in the south is like let's wait for the north to get out and come get us.
Yeah.
like you guys are like, I will give that Ouroboros is trying. I mean, I guess Hulker probably would be trying, but I just think the way it's playing is kind of funny on that. So as
Right,
you
yeah.
guys are working on this, remind me, passive. I think that is Solomon with the highest of 15. Solomon
Sean
is
is the same.
Is 12.
oh, is Ashrania 15?
Yeah, she doesn't act it, but she does.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
would
Ash
say
is only at 12.
Ashani, because you're not like actively doing anything, so like I feel like you would be the one who would pick up on this. You can hear 2 familiar voices coming from, excuse me, coming from the room where you all battled with the ghouls earlier, and the voices sound to you like they are Darren and Sildar. And it seems as though like that they sound kind of out of breath as they are approaching, and they get into the room. My foundry is like weird. Whoever laid down the purple circle template, like it is the strangest thing that how it's showing on my stuff. They come into the room. At this point, anyone who's above a 10 for passive, you sense their presence. You can hear them And they're like, they come in, they shut the door, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we made it this far." And they
Yeah.
obviously can hear you all doing various things. And you hear Sildar, "Oh, there's seems to be prisoners in here, and they're alive. Hello?"
Boris is just gonna start flailing more violently.
Yeah, actually, say, Silda, what you?
Hello?
These voices sound familiar. It can't be. It's been days. Darren, do you recognize it? And Darren's just like, "Well, dude, let's just go ahead. Let's see. I mean, nothing bad can happen. Let's move these hides." And so they both, like, one Solar approaches where, like, he heard Ash and Sunset, and they remove the Oh, that's fun that I can't move the door. They go ahead and they remove the hides that are blocking you all from being able to see out. You are still locked behind the door, and they're like, "Oh, I thought you guys were dead and left." Oh, it's been
Hey!
days, Darren. It's been a while since the Drindars came back. Wasn't that about 5-6 days ago? I reckon it has been about that long. I wasn't anticipating anyone being left here alive.
Wait, here, since what came?
The family that you all rescued. So you all have been there for about 5 or 6 days.
Yep. Yeah, it sounded like a creature name, not a family name.
Alright, so I'm assuming Sunset's out now that you can see into the room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Darren is going to approach the cell that he is by, because Ashani hasn't gotten anything off. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've gotten nowhere.
So he is going to approach and, like, in a very kind tone, say, if you can hear me, if you can move a step closer, I think I can reach in and try untying that for you." And he is able to, assuming that you're going to try to move towards him, you are able to move so that you're able to get, like, your face near close enough to him that he's able to get the gag and the mask off. Unfortunately, Burroughs, you are too far back that he can't reach you. When he goes over, he does the same for Hulker as well. So everybody can see. Except for Boros. But
It is what it is.
and he cannot reach Ashani or Hulker's hands really to work on getting the mechanisms off of them, but, like, you can try to take off. Did you get your gag off, Pedro?
No, Boros has not managed that yet. He hasn't even
Okay.
attempted that. He's just been trying to free himself.
Okay.
Speaking of, I assume it's just a harder dexterity check or sleight of hand check to try and, like, wrench his hand free out of the, like, finger trap because he's
Yes,
still chained up.
it'll be harder because it's like it's pulled more taut or whatever, so that makes it harder to get them out.
All right. I would like to give it a shot, at
Okay.
least. All right. Boom. Oh, damn it! I thought I was gonna land on that 16.
I will say you all do have somebody who can come in with you now. Like, that is something.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
else had Misty Step?
yeah.
I felt like there were 2 people with it.
Me.
It's all
Boros does.
Boros, right?
But you can't.
Yeah, I can't see or talk yet.
No. Okay.
Well,
Help you?
Just some angry,
Help you?
muffled, like grunting.
You see Darren
help you?
and Sildar, they are looking around trying to find keys or something to help get you all out, is what they are currently doing. But Sunset Misty steps in and
No, I don't miss in. I just go in. Because otherwise, unless because I'm small, I thought I'd be able to fit through.
no, because that they wouldn't have been able to have, they didn't have the children chained. So I would not think that your character would be able to go through.
Oh, then I can. Then I'm gonna have to retcon the comment. I'm still in the cage. I can't. I don't have the spell slot.
Okay, because you
Yep.
got it. You Misty stepped out and you only have it once.
I think I have 2 uses of a level 2 spell. Let me double check. Where-
You have
Yeah.
3 instances of it.
Oh, I have 3. Yeah, I've got
Mhm.
3. But then what I'll probably do is just so that I use just Misty Step for
Okay.
inside the other.
Okay, so you
So I only
Misty
use it one other.
stepped out, and then once you could see into the, so you Misty stepped out of your chains, and then once you were able to see into the other one, you Misty stepped in. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. So
And I will help Boros get out of his, get out of his gag.
yeah, you're able to take off
And,
his gag. You have your hands and stuff, so you're able to take off the covering on his head as well.
And then you see facial markings like the brands, blah blah blah, ugly face, yada yada.
Yep.
Would you not react to them? Would Sunset not have any kind of reaction to it?
You're pretty.
You are telling a joke, yes? It's not really the place for this.
No joke. I don't know. You're pretty your own way.
Right. I assume I need more pretty once I'm free of these chains.
But yeah, I could see that. You want some help?
Yes. This one over here seems more loose, and I'm going to yank on the arm that has been the chain that I've done more damage to. That's what I'm yanking on.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what's going on? And Silda and Rivals are looking for keys. Can Ash keep punching? Here, my boy wants to be free.
Yeah, I mean, Ash, you pretty much know what it takes. So if you want to roll and just say when you break through,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think that's the easiest.
Yep. How many hit
I'm
points
sorry.
do you have? Around 18.
19 is the point of
I'm
breaking
sorry. I
out.
thought we said
Yeah, what's 2 hit? Is it is HP
It's
the
both.
same?
Yeah, they're both the same.
Yep. Yes.
I'm sorry. I thought we already said that he had gotten out. Otherwise, she would have kept her promise before she Misty stepped and helped him.
Ash can get himself free. He has both arm chains broken and one leg chain broken.
So are
yeah, I'm
you
just gonna keep
retconning
rolling.
and going back to helping Solomon before you came over to help Burroughs finally see?
No.
Well, wait.
I helped
Pedro, you can Misty step
already.
now.
I mean, yeah, you could Misty step out of that now, like I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. I Yeah, I feel like an idiot now. Yeah, Boros will just go ahead. Boros will specifically Misty Step out into this central room here with Sildar and Darren.
Okay.
And I will try and, since I'm standing right next to restraints.
All right. So you're trying to get Ashani's restraints. Oh shit! You like
Okay,
actually
so
cast
it
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Hey,
disappear from existence.
it took 8 tries, but Ash finally break through his last shine.
Why are you invisible, Pedro? Where'd you go? There you are.
My gate made my thing disappear. I had to drag it back on.
But yeah, Ash is now free, and where he was breaking for his leg chains, he was getting as close to where it's shackled around his leg as possible. So
Okay.
what there's like close to no dangling shine from a broken part.
Yeah. I am fine
Yeah,
with that. You do see as Darren and Sildar are looking, they don't find keys per se, but they find something where they're like essentially like finding like a bobby pin or something. Or like maybe we can use this to try to get the lock in.
And I do have to ask real quick. When we broke for family out before, we broke for doors open. Did they do any sort of repairs on it? If so, how well?
Yes. So the first couple of days that you all were imprisoned, they actually had you chained into a different room with a lot of people watching over you. The bugbears in particular were keeping watch as they did work on repairing those doors. Because you all didn't completely destroy the doors, so like they did get them repaired. I will say, like, it's less than what it took when you got the family out to break through the door because they were damaged.
Yeah. But yeah, if Silda and what are trying to lockpick it, Ash will wait for a bit. If it doesn't succeed, he'll ask Solomon if I just want to try and bum rush the door and force it open.
Solomon's done 34 points of damage to the various chains that are still holding him.
Oh yeah, Ricky, that's what you've done.
He's got Firebolt on just spam.
Are you doing
And
that in the chat? Because it's not showing.
no, I just
Okay.
rolled it because
Okay.
I didn't want to spam the chat.
Okay.
While
You've got 2 of your chains broken.
Okay.
while they work on picking the lock, Oboros is actually going to go ahead and perform his little spooky hexblade ritual to conjure up a weapon.
Charlie,
Um,
put
what's
something
that?
in the thing.
Yeah, if you need to step,
I put something in
like
the
if you need to step, yeah, you're good to step away real quick. So as like, so I'm going to give one thing. Like, if you want these good old commoner boys to try picking your lock, they can, but they might not have good stats for that. So I will let that be a choice where, because it could jack up getting the lock picked.
Well,
Well,
I figured like while
if-
they were doing one thing, I would try to do another. Just 2 birds, 1 stone. So, I mean, that's up to everyone
Yeah.
else, I guess. Oboros has kind of already picked what he's doing.
Actually,
yeah, Ash,
having them go get
Yeah.
our equipment might be a better idea.
yeah, because we have rope and shit.
Hmm.
But yeah, Ash was gonna give him a try or 2 before his shoulder barges what door to try and force it open.
All right. So let's see. Give me 1 second.
Actually, while we're trying that, can Ash start helping Solomon out of the rest of his shines?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, so
These are pretty
both
easy.
arms are free for Solomon.
Yeah, and the leg.
Yep. And I like, yeah, Ash will start punching for remaining leg shine. So,
As
yes,
you're
what
doing
hits?
that, you do see Sildar, approach the door. He takes this like small metal piece that he has found and begins kind of like jamming it in. I mean, it's very clear, like he has picked a lock before, but he's not the most proficient in it. But he is able to, because the door has, previously been damaged and whatnot, he is able to get it to click, and you see like the mechanism click and open, and he opens up the door. And he goes, well, that's one thing done. And then I'm assuming we still want him lockpicking, because I don't want to do an NPC if you all don't want the NPC to do it.
Well, I figured I'd go ahead and give it the shot now.
Okay.
So with the ritual that Oboros performed, he creates a warhammer, essentially kind of like the same process, like inky black. Like it kind of looks more like a, I don't know. It absorbs light more than anything. It's like just
so
really, really dark, really, really black,
Yeah.
Banta black.
Okay.
Yeah, so like solidified shadows pretty much.
Essentially, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's just going to two-hand that and then take a swing at the lock and try to bust it open.
Here across
Okay.
4 or 5 hits. Here Ash breaks while remaining leg chain for Solomon as well.
All right. Bros, roll to hit the door for me, the lock.
D20 plus. It's because I haven't made the item yet, so I'm just kind of doing it like that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so weird. It's
Hey.
showing on the stream, but not for me. But now I can see it. You are like you go to hit at that, and like you connect, but it doesn't feel as though it does any damage to it.
Could I take another swing at it before they attempt to do anything, or?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, cool. So I figured I would just ask in case like you were gonna make them intervene or something. Oh, cool. All right, 23.
All right.
All right.
This is so weird
Roll.
watching it happen in my stream, which is all like those are always behind compared to my DM Foundry.
So, two-handing a Warhammer, since it's versatile, makes it a 1d10. That's plus 4. 14 damage. Nice.
Yeah, you are able to hit the lock, and upon impact, it does that second time. It like hitting into it because it's not like a padlock; it's like in the door, but like you kind of jam into it, and you just hear a click happen as the door becomes unlocked.
Cool. Then he's gonna go ahead and pull the door open and usher Sildar and Darren inside.
It seems as though you don't even need us. And he, Sildar gives you a pat on the back. Who, I mean, I'm just, like, ignoring / assuming that Hulker is out. So is the Shawnee still needing to get out?
Yeah, because
How are you
there's
the
so
last
many
one?
people who are out. Because I decided I was not going to expend any of my energy. Oh no, she wasn't even going to try. There were like 5 other people who can do all that work for her.
Alright, he's gonna
was
try
the
to
freeloader.
unlock your thing.
Yeah.
He, with a dirty 20, Sildar gets your chains unlocked.
you.
Oh,
At least Sildar's
lordy.
useful now. I don't have to be mad about him because he stole my short sword.
He didn't steal it. You can actually see he's carrying it, and it looks to be pretty covered in guts and blood. And Darren and Sildar, they look as though even though you guys are the ones that have been imprisoned, like they look in rough shape, more so than what you were expecting. And they're like, we're surprised to see you all here, but also relieved. We thought you either left or and that you unfortunately died. We weren't thinking anyone was here. There's been a lot of reports of undead that are coming up and out, and we heard that Pip came out here to the manor to investigate. Pip being Pip and being a curious kid. Pip is the son of the inn and tavern owner. So you all would be familiar with Pip. I don't think like we brought him into any of the stuff that we had done, but you would know who he is. And you're like, yeah, we are just trying to see where everything's coming from and trying to get back Pip, hopefully, in one piece. So, and now we have you all here, and it looks as though maybe you guys, we need to find your gear, and then if you are up for it, maybe you can help us in finding Pip.
Oh boy, another
Yeah.
lost child.
Another lost child? Who else is lost? No one has been lost.
Well, I guess the other two were
Yeah.
kidnapped with their moms, so it doesn't count, but still.
Yeah, and then before, what in my other village, what one kid we rescued from goblins.
Oh,
Oh yeah. the
Yeah, we
side
seem to
quest is
keep
that,
finding ourselves in this situation.
well, this is a Vandal and Halloween one shot that we're doing. So we're going with it.
Yeah. But yeah, here, Astro say, here, oh, alright. Where have you already searched here?
Well, we came in through the front. There were about 7 or so zombies there that we had to try to fend off, and then when we came up through the hall, well, we don't need to talk about that. And then the room that's adjacent to here is it's empty as well, but we could hear a lot of shuffling. It sounds like coming from the other side, so we just stepped out and here hoping to catch our breath. We never thought we'd see anyone in here. I mean, we're just relieved that it was you all and not more undead.
I'm relieved it was you as well, to be honest. A friendly face is good to see.
Gonna get some zombies.
How long, again, was it that you said we've been gone for?
Darren, what was
You said
it?
a
5,
few
6
days?
days? Yeah,
Goodness.
they came to the orchard, I think, it was 6 days ago today. I take it you all got into some trouble after getting the family, getting Myrna and the 2 kids out?
We did, yes.
Well,
We were ambushed, actually, in our attempts to
to take a nap.
leave where we were.
In your attempts
Yes.
to take a nap?
I
Ambush.
don't know why any of y'all thought that was a good idea.
Technically, a short rest isn't a nap.
Like, yeah,
I'm sorry. Did you not take 20? Did you not take
points.
20-minute? Did you not take 20-minute naps when you were in college? Did you go to college and take 20 minutes naps? Because I did every day, and I missed my I missed shit. What class was it? Anatomy
You're
every
poor.
single day.
Tutelage isn't indicator of everybody else.
Well, I'm just saying naps can be 20 minutes is all you need.
Hmm.
So what do you consider a short
Yeah.
rest if it's not a nap?
Per the
Yeah,
description, it's just
relaxing.
being without activity.
I probably could do like light activity.
For a
Like
short
nothing
rest,
strenuous.
like it's short rest is very limited in what you can do. The long rest you can spend some time doing, I think, light activity, and then a good portion of it actually sleeping.
Yeah, you need to spend at
Ricky.
least 6 hours actually sleeping with a long
What?
rest. Yeah,
You moving? You moving?
he's doing laps. He's restless.
All right. Well, it looks as though you guys need gear. Do you have any ideas where they might have taken your gear?
Probably
If,
the armory.
right, yes, that was what I was going to say. We could check the armory again, but you said there were undead out there.
I don't know where the armory is in here. I haven't really been here. This has just been pretty abandoned until the Red Brands and I guess a fella named Glassstaff. And you all said you met him, and well, I guess he was a worthy opponent. Was hoping that wasn't the case.
Hmm.
So, but if you all know where it is, then let's head to the armory then. All right, and before we do that, let's do a quick break, and then we'll come back and go to the armory.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's 9:17 right now, or 8:17 for you.
Yes.
Yep. It's 12:17 for me.
All right. So let's do
Sounds
to
like
make
I'm
it
not the only
easy.
one on Prime.
Let's do an 8-minute break, 7-minute break, and we'll come back at 8:25. All right. So if you're watching in the chat, we'll be back at 8:25.
All right.
Boom.
Be right back.
There we go. All right, everybody, welcome back to our prison breakout, I guess is what we got going on this session. All right, so the group has just gotten out of everything. We're going to look for our gear in the armory.
Yep. And going forward, it makes the most sense to me for Oberst and Astron to be in the front, because Astron is not hampered without having his gi. Steel has a decent IC and he can still punch good. Oboros has his weapon.
And also, I have 12 AC because of my dexterity.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it.
It's almost as good as a Shawnee with armor.
Darren and Sildar would both, so they're both carrying swords, but they also both have a dagger that they can offer. So both of them offer up a dagger to anyone who might want that as you go looking for your gear.
I guess I'll take the dagger. Even though, that short sword was mine, I think you should have the dagger, Sildar, and I should take the short sword.
You
Considering
know,
the circumstances.
you're not wrong. If you want your sword back, I can hold on to the dagger until we get to the armory. Maybe my gear
Yeah, just
might
until
be
we
there.
get to the armory.
Yeah,
You know,
that's no problem.
Sildar, I think you should actually keep it. Considering you just came here and got us, helped get us out of here.
I think Sildar's stats are better than yours, Heather, but whatever.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah,
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that.
yeah,
She's just
she has
being
He
the way
has
she
earned
is.
it.
yeah.
He holds out the
You
short
don't much
sword
it
for you.
anyway.
No, I'll take the dagger. I'm just being difficult. He obviously can use it better than me anyways.
All right, so just so we are clear, as you are exiting the room, you have, if you took a dagger from them, you have a dagger, or like I know, like Burros, you have your stuff, your weapon that you did your casting thing for, but you guys do not have any of your armor or any other gear on you.
Yep, that's fine. Ash, as a monk, has unarmored defense, so he's IC. Yeah, unless he's actually wearing armor, is always 15.
Yeah. All right. So the group goes in. The room where all the ghouls had been previously is emptied. This is actually the room where you initially had been held captive. So like you can see some remnants of when you all were in there for that like first day or so. And then you go to where you recall the armory. And as you all are walking, you can hear what sounds like just loud moaning. Ricky really likes the music that I play for this too, as a FYI, it's his favorite. I haven't changed it over, but you can hear just that like shuffling. It sounds louder as though it's coming from the western side, so just on the other side of the wall of this room. You all do go ahead.
No, I was just gonna go ahead. Sorry.
No, if you have something, you can go for it.
I was just gonna push through the door and start making my way out.
Yeah, I figured you all would just move, because you know where the armory is, so like you can move your tokens there. This is really more theater of the mind than really needing to move right now. So you all do go into the armory. As you open that door that like initially leads to the armory, the smell of death and decay is so much more than what you recall it having been previously. Inside of the armory, it does seem to have been ransacked. You don't see nearly the amount of gear that you guys had seen previously. In there, you don't see any signs of your personal gear. Inside, there are a few spears that have been left, some swords, a crossbow with bolts. Aside from that, there's not much else in here.
Yep.
So there are
No armor
6
at all?
spears. Let's roll for that, because that's not something that's... see. You do see that there are 2 things of armor that are currently in there. One is looks to be leather armor, and the other one looks to be scale mail.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And they are humanoid in size.
Yep.
Ishani, if you would want this crossbow, yes?
I don't know about crossbows.
I do promise that your gear does exist. It's just not here.
Your gear is in another castle, along with the prince.
I don't think it's that
I don't
hard.
know how I
But...
feel. Crossbows are just bows with extra steps, and I don't like those extra steps.
There's some
So
swords.
you'd rather stick with the knife then,
Yeah.
or the spears.
I mean, how hard could a spear be to use?
Do you want some of this armor then?
So it was funny because I went to take off Ishani's armor, and apparently leather armor is worthless because it's only 1 more EC. Let me see what scale mail does for me.
Yeah.
One second.
Leather armor is 11 plus dex.
Sildar, upon seeing because there were also 2 long swords in there, and so he is going to extend the short sword that he is carrying that does belong to Ishani towards her as he goes, well, I can take one of these long swords. I'm a bit better with the long sword than I am a short sword.
Yeah. Nothing in here is really of much value to me, so...
Well, Solomon, if Ishani is going to take the scale mail, then you could take the leather armor, perhaps.
Yeah, that's fine. Whichever she won't use.
Yeah, scale mail, I think. I mean, well, how up close and personal are you gonna get?
Me?
Not you, Solomon.
That entirely depends on if he gets the scale mail or not. If he
Oh,
doesn't,
okay.
he's not getting anywhere. He's gonna track down a shield as well.
Oh yeah. Okay,
I
yeah, I'll just steal the scale mail because with
And if you take the spear, I can just stay back and use magic.
I'm gonna get my sword back from Sildar, so I'll take that and his dagger for now, and then when we find our actual equipment, he can have his dagger back.
I'll snag this spear then.
Okay, so I have a completely do you guys see the purple line now that's like dancing?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge circle, but when I go to try to find it with the template stuff, it's not there. Okay, sorry. I can't wait for us to move away from this room. Because it is making me all tingly inside, wanting to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, Ash is just keeping an eye out while others gather whatever they decide they need.
That open. Okay, you all also, and I think you had noticed this previously, but there is a secret door in this hallway down here. And that is thanks to Ashani and Solomon's very high passive perceptions.
Yeah, Ash is gonna wait for everyone to be set before trying anything with that.
Well, and I mean, it would also depend on if those 2 point it out to you all. Like, if it's been pointed out.
Which would it have been?
But I mean,
we discussed it.
Did you?
We discussed it during the rest on which direction we were gonna go before we got ambushed.
Got it.
Heard that around.
You guys didn't get ambushed. It was just friendly fire.
So Droop got shot by friendly fire, so I'm very upset about nothing.
Well, with that in mind, then I guess I want to try to interact with that secret passageway and open it.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Yep, you
Don't forget
it
to
should
set
be
Navy SEALs.
open. You should be able to move
Yeah, I
through
see it
it.
open now.
Yeah.
Oh,
My vision might be messed up because most of it, everything's black, even where I'm at right now.
When I click your token, it's not black. Let's
All right,
see.
let me reload.
Did you
Okay,
set up
well,
for prototype token stuff?
Yep,
Yep.
I'm reloading. Keep going.
Do you have dark vision, Ricky?
No.
Okay, so
I do.
well, you should see the lights though, because I feel like I laid lights in this one. Did I not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
there's
should be
light
able to.
in
Yeah,
this
there's
room,
lights.
but
Yeah.
tunnel.
The
Yeah,
tunnel is
but
dark,
tunnel
so
in
that's why you
between
can't
is
see
dark.
Ricky. The tunnel's dark.
Okay. All right, we can
Yep,
keep
you're
going.
good.
I'll
As
So-
you can just go ahead. And just for ease sake and stuff, because like if you can see or not see, if like based on the map, you can give your token vision. You come in to this area that's at the north end of a large natural cavern. It looks to have been finished with dressed stone block walls and flagstone floor. There are several barrels that look to be empty, along with some empty crates along the walls here. Looks to be some straw for packing. There is a mix of hammers and crowbars and nails in this room as well. So it looks as though this is where they are packing weapons up. You can also see into the cavern itself. You see this large crevasse. You would not see him yet, though. Let me get rid of that. And in there, you can see that you just are hit by that stench of death and decay. You can see that there are several zombies that are walking in the area. Go ahead, and I'm assuming the group is trying to be quiet. Roll a stealth roll for me.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Well,
they rolled pretty low on perception. Let me find my notes.
Solid.
like
I can screw it up.
yeah. Wait, Ricky, do you have to do it at a disadvantage because
Really?
you don't have Sky on anymore?
I do have
That's
scale
my
mail.
nat 20 of the night.
I thought Ishvani took for Sky Mile.
She's got the leather.
oh, did I get the leather? Okay,
Oh.
let me switch it.
One of
I
us
thought
has it.
I thought Shani said that she was taking the scale mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, I'm.
I could still roll without disadvantage. Let me crack down a set of leather armor.
Yeah, because I figure in the end, if this is canon, I'm keeping that scale mail.
Who's did I miss? Oh, there we go. That's the one I missed.
That one off.
And then, Solomon, you're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
re-roll?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no mathematician, but you all with a group check have passed it. Because their perception was crap. So the zombies have not picked up on the group yet, as you are beginning to file in to that room there. Burrow, since you're in the front, can you roll a perception check for me?
Okay. What? Wait, what? Hmm. The animation had the dice landing on its edge, but I guess it calculated it as a 10.
Well, that is okay because you just needed a 10. You are able to see that there is a secret door up here behind the straw and those pieces of wood on the ground there.
Okay. He's gonna make a mental note of that, but upon spotting all the zombies, he freezes in place, very slowly turns towards Ash and the group, and he kind of just he's waving his arms like this, like crossing them over his chest, like an X,
Yep.
and then fanning his hands towards the tunnel again, as if to like move towards it, like
Yeah.
he's trying to tell them
Yes.
without saying to move back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Ash will start. Here, if I don't start moving back on them by themselves, Ash will start moving the others back.
Okay. Yep. So I mean, we've got a really bad control group going backwards. Everyone kind of trampling a little bit. As the group starts working in, Sildar's like, what's going on? What's wrong?
Yeah, I was waiting for Sunset to move down.
I mean, moving your toe. You guys don't need to like.
Yeah.
It's not a video game, so I mean, it's fine not moving tokens.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like to do it though.
Yeah. As the group is moving in, Sildar and Darren's like, any reason we're coming back? I think we need to continue this way.
Yeah. Ash looks towards
Um,
Oboris.
there are large amounts of zombies down that way, lining the passageways of along the side of the crevasse.
How many are we talking?
From a quick glance, I was able to see about 7 of them. I think there may be
Well-
more. The smell of death was overwhelming.
And this is Darren speaking. I mean, the zombies are everywhere. They've made their way into Phandalin. Like, this is the origin place, and this is where Pip supposedly took off into. So we're gonna have to figure out where they're coming from and try to get to where they're originating from and take care of it.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
yeah. There's a lot of zombies there, and I narrow tunnel here. Why not just follow them into here and take them out one by one?
we could attempt that, yes. Though I fear that it would only be a matter of time before we become overwhelmed. Like I said, I don't know how much more is in there beyond what I just saw. I do want to make a mention of this strange spot along the wall. It looked like a few indentations. I'm thinking there might be another hidden passage there, but to get to it, we'd have to sneak past the zombies, and that's a risk, of course.
Mm.
Yeah. Well. Hey, who among us is the best at sneaking to get it open with then?
You, perhaps?
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
Ishani, maybe? I don't know. I'm not
I
exactly
mean,
the sneakiest myself.
not anymore.
Oh,
Because I have to roll
well,
a
right,
disadvantage now.
yeah. He kind of just eyeballs the scale mail she's wearing now, and kind of nods, like shakes his head disapprovingly.
She's just gonna like jump a couple of times, just kind of prove that point.
Yeah, I'll. Here's. Here. I'll get the door open then. Just keep an eye out in case I alert them.
I'll follow behind you. Well, I'll stay in the tunnel,
Yep.
but I'll keep an eye on the zombies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Can't one of you make light as well? Might wanna light up a tunnel.
I'll light up the tunnel.
Yeah, and then Ash will go forward and do a stealth check to make it to a door to open it.
Okay.
But I
Yep.
have not figured out how to
I just
Have
dropped
to
a light in
use
there,
the
so
light.
it should be lit up. Because since you're gonna light it up, I just quickly
Yeah.
dropped it. All right,
I
what's
am
your
not
stealth?
seeing that. 22.
They should be
I
lit.
got 22.
The tunnel's lit.
Okay.
Lit
Okay, you
AF.
got a 22. You're able to go, and since it was pointed out to you, you're able to find it. You are able to open up that tunnel. So upon opening that, you do see just what looks to be a stairwell going down. You can make a perception check for me because I don't think your passive isn't. No, your passive might be.
It's a 12. But yeah. Yeah, seeing what steps going down. Down. Yeah.
So your passive is 12.
Change it.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Yep. Not bad perception, I'd say, but I'm 18.
Okay. So as you're looking, because you know that, it shouldn't just be a stairwell going down, you do see that there's another secret door down here.
Yeah. Yeah, so looking back towards Ouroboros, he will do with his hands, he would do like hit walking and then do a spiral down, and then he'll do he'll point one way with us, when pointing another way he'll do like a door motion, like opening a door. And just shrug like, which way?
He seems to understand after a moment. Like, he kind of nods his head once and then turns towards Sunset. He then, of course, he whispers into her ear that information. He says, Ashron seems to have found the door. It seems to have found a staircase. It leads down, and he seems to have seen another doorway along with it. Sorry.
And Ash will just step in so he's not as visible, and he'll just pretty much have his head poking out as we see Ouroboros.
Okay. Alright, who's walking across next?
I guess I'll go ahead and try next. So let me go ahead and roll stealth. Please, RNGesus, don't let me down. Yeah.
You got an inspiration?
It's
okay if you don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Well, you have triggered the attention of one, which will end up. Well, so as you go, let's do it this way, because I'm not necessarily wanting to go through this whole thing. So we'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, then we will roll initiative. You lock eyes on the one that I just turned, and he looks like right at you. And he does begin to move towards you as you have become noticed by him. Anything, like, we'll just say, like, kind of like as a reaction that you would do to try to minimize the damage, so to speak.
Pretend you're a zombie.
So you hear, like, Ouroboros, like, starts to lurch real zombie-like towards the hole that Astron is in, and he even throws in a little like a little groan as he's slowly marching towards this way.
I mean,
Do you want me to roll
groan.
performance on that, or
Okay, I feel like that is worthy of some player inspiration. So if you can roll performance, or you can re-roll your stealth check. We can retcon it.
I would actually like to roll the performance.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm totally fine with that. I'm all about you all choosing.
He's got the charisma for the.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
You couldn't help but laugh when you went.
You,
Okay, well, choices have
a convincing
consequence.
zombie, you do not.
Heather, are you
A
helping us?
convincing zombie, you do not mind.
It's okay.
Oh
if
wait, that was
not.
in that one, wasn't it?
It was.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one.
that was in that one. Help him. For the love of God, help him.
Yeah, I guess I'll help him. Give me a second. I just gotta find where the hell it's at. Why do you have so many things?
Because I thought people might redeem stuff, but I
Okay.
was wrong. Although
1.2k points. So what could I actually do with that?
Rolled a 14.
What'd you say, Bruce?
I have like 1,280 channel points.
So on there's a bunch of different things like that you can roll. Like you can get some HP restored doing the nat 1 rerolls. An auto crit is what Heather's saving towards.
Saving towards, I've surpassed it 4 times.
Well, yeah, but you like want more and more. It's what she's hoarding towards, I guess, is the better phrasing. Yeah. So, Burroughs, I guess the question is: are you applying the 14 to like? Are you gonna take that as your performance, or are you taking it as your stealth?
14.
Yeah, that's what Heather rolled for you when she fixed the crit.
Oh, I will use that as my performance.
Okay. Well, they are crap at wisdom.
Wait,
so
wait.
let's
Can
see.
he add his +4 to his performance with the?
Because if it was a 14, I would die.
So
Yeah. Do I add my performance bonus to that 14 or no? Do I
I
just
feel
take
like
the
we
14?
haven't, but we can add it. I don't remember. Let's see.
Okay, so that would be
Yeah.
an 18.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Well, they don't have any kind of wisdom or anything, so it thinks that you are a zombie with it. You guys are doing the thriller dance together, walking.
So
Yeah,
is it still lurching towards him, or
I mean, he is still looking in that direction, yes, but like he's not coming at you in terms of like wanting to eat you.
gotcha? Okay, well
Yeah,
then,
he's accepted you as
Oborus
one of the undead, and you
one of
guys
the
all
herd.
probably
One of the-
smell like undead.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think we would smell very fresh after 6 days in a cage.
Well,
But
and they stopped checking on you about 3 days ago. Is how long you guys have gone without being given any kind of anything.
Good.
So I'm sure
Gotcha.
somebody has
Well,
shit
um,
themselves.
I was thinking of things like that.
Yeah.
um, I'm just gonna go ahead and then proceed through here.
Okay.
Assuming. What'd you say,
Yeah.
Ashron?
I was just saying, yeah, that's what my space for you is just
Yeah.
getting through the wall.
Do you need me to move you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. There's no passageway there for us. Thank you.
Did it move you?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, it did.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And
All right.
Yeah.
Sunset, you are next. It looks like.
Okay, I will let Solomon and Ashani know. I head over.
You're cutting out.
Good.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
just
yeah, you said
relayed the
something about-
message.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Then I'll pretend to stealth, because well,
Well, you
12 might work.
you passed their group perception.
Dang it! I was kind of hoping I'd have to ruler it.
Yeah. I'll be back real
I
quick.
cannot.
It's yeah,
I
let me.
cannot follow them.
Yep, you're good. All right, who's next? Solomon or Ashani, or I guess Darren and Sildar.
Okay, I get the 2 old people first.
You really want to do that?
Mm. Well, I mean, if we do them last, then we'd have to save the. I guess we'd have to save them either way. But I feel like less saving would happen if we just sent them now.
Why doesn't want him with disadvantage? Is he wearing something crappy? I'm just rolling normal. Okay, Sildar's good. Sildar is able to make it, wait. I think I'm wrong. Sildar does make it. I know I'm right for Sildar. Nope. Darren also makes it across as well without triggering anything. Okay. So Ashani, Solomon.
Solomon will with Shawnee's new armor. He goes, that doesn't work so great, and he'll touch her shoulder. He'll go, Tears blessing go with you, and he'll give her guidance.
Okay.
I hope you don't nat one after giving her guidance.
Oh, that'll be so funny.
Ooh, speaking of, for for Ricky attempting to stealth his way across, I actually want to redeem some of my points to give him inspiration to do that.
So remember, you're able to, like, if you feel like somebody has done something that's inspiration worthy, you can call and give it to a player without needing to do anything with channel points.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's just
I
one less
have,
thing.
okay.
And it's a
All right.
D4 on top of that, right?
Yeah.
My boundary's way behind.
Nice.
No, I don't need it, but I'll do it anyways.
There you go. Yeah, the zombies are not paying any attention to anybody.
So where's the secret wall? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I've just moved people into the room because there's no room in that hallway. All right, Ricky, you're up.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice.
Wherever the room is.
Oh, nice.
How are you getting special effects on your dice?
I set it up that way in the settings, and then you do the dice so nice, and you click around. There's different options.
Yeah, that's how you get the Thomas the Train. All right. Which freaked me out the first time that came through with JP. Okay, so you all have ended up here, which is the walls of this bedchamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk with matching chair, a comfortable looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed.
I would like to go hurl myself on the bed if it looks comfortable.
Okay, Shawnee is throwing herself. I mean, it looks better than the floor. That's not the bed, but good job.
It looks like a bed.
What's
Oh, there it is.
yeah, anything in my chest?
It's been a long 6 days, okay?
Give me 1 second. Let me move my stream. Let's see. Because I feel like I'm gonna have to adjust this some, depending on what was supposed to be in it. Okay. In the chest, it is unlocked, and in it you do see that there is 180 silver pieces. It looks to be about 50 gold, and you also find in there a scroll of revive. Words. Aside from that, it seems as though it had been kind of gone through in in haste as somebody was trying to leave.
Yep. So looking into the chest here, Ash would just say, looks like we got a bunch of gold here and a scroll. We can spread gold up later. Who he can use the scroll, and he will just hold the scroll up.
What is even on this scroll? Then
Yeah,
I'm
how
gonna go
would I
ahead and.
be?
Hmm?
Yeah, I was gonna ask how I would be able to identify it as a scroll of revivify. Like, does it say it on there with some sort of symbol?
So you probably wouldn't be able to read it because if it's like outside of your being able to cast and
Yeah,
stuff
class.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would
could
just know
I
it's a scroll.
could I
Yeah.
attempt to identify it then?
Yes, you can roll a Arcana check.
All right. Hijo de tu madre! Wow.
It's just toilet paper.
You are unable, like, as you're looking at it, your eyes just kind of glaze over from being so tired from the last few days.
Oboros just kind of shakes his head and passes it to Solomon.
Solomon will unroll it, take a
Yeah.
look at it for a second, and go, this will be great for the next time we all die. And roll it back up. I guess put it in my. I tuck it in my waistband. I don't know. I don't have anything on me, so I guess that's what we're going with.
Hey, I mean that's one
Okay.
way of holding it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is all the money in my chest? Is it all loose or in bags? Cause
It's all
Ash would
loose.
try to take all of it.
It is all currently loose. It looks as though whoever kind of was trying to go through it and pick out the gold pieces before they fled. So like any gold that you're finding is like at the bottom of it.
Perhaps
Yeah,
it would
so
be best to just leave it there for now.
yeah, I was hoping to find a pouch, a bag, or something to just chuck him in, cause it'll be useful once we get out.
Is there a pillowcase?
Yeah, I mean, you all are free to investigate the room that I was just told that we were looking at the chest.
Yeah, Ash was gonna look around for something to hold for money in.
Yeah, I would say that is easy enough. As you're looking through, you'd find a small pouch that you can use.
Yep, if he does that, gather all the money in it, put it away in his robe somewhere.
You do notice that the desk has like different papers and things on it. Just kind of based on the feel of the room, you would presume that this is Glassstaff's living quarters.
Then, in that case, I would definitely want to look for any papers or anything, any sort of information on what he might have been doing.
And I would like to help him with that.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are kind
So-
of rummaging through papers and the bookshelf and things. Roll investigation with advantage.
Yep, who wants to do what? Because I have a +0.
I've got a
Well-
+3.
Well, my understanding was
so-
Ash was doing it and Burroughs was helping you.
Right.
I don't care who
And-
rolls. It does not matter to me.
Yeah, fair. Yeah,
So-
one of us is helping the other.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll take the roll and then just do it with advantage since
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
got the
Yep.
+3. Cool. 16.
Nice. As you are rummaging through, the first thing that stands out to you is there is a note, that is addressed to not a Glassstaff, but a Lord, Albrecht. And it says, Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarfs. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any Dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Iano. Don't disappoint me. And then it's signed with the seal of the Black Spider.
Mm.
yeah. What's her name? Albrecht?
Mm-hmm. Lord
Yes.
Albrecht. Would you read this
So
out loud?
Yes. Boros would read this out loud.
Okay, so as you read this, it captures Sildar's attention immediately when you say Lord Albrecht. And anyone who wants to that's been that, I mean, I guess it would really come down to Solomon and or Boros has been the only ones from the start that would have met them previously. If you guys want to roll to see if you can recall, you can do a history check. But I mean, you're gonna find out either way.
I definitely remembered.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't.
7.
So as you're reading this, Sildar goes and do you mind? Can I see that? That is who I'm looking for. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, he passes it without hesitation.
Sildar takes the note. I mean, and you can tell, like, this man is frustrated beyond belief. He's doing his best not to tear the note as he's like reading it. You know, like he's like clenching it in his hand, and he goes, "I presumed he was dead or captured, and he's. I mean, I can only assume that he's Glassstaff, Lord Albrecht. That is the person I sent to watch over Phandalin."
Well,
I cannot believe this.
all we could do now is attempt to prove that it's not him. And, well, if it is, if Albrecht is Glassstaff, Sildar, how should we proceed?
I mean, capturing him will be difficult. You saw the links that assuming they're one and the same, that they went through to try to keep you all from using your abilities to be able to escape. So if possible to capture, then I would say capture, but it might be that, unfortunately, death might be the only way.
It goes without saying that I agree.
I would never
Oh.
want that, but I'm just, that's the only thing. I don't know how well you would fare at capturing him and keeping him from finding a way out. They used to have a term for it in the future. They call it Houdini.
Mm.
I'll do my best to capture.
You also found on the desk that there was a there was a book there, and it appeared to be like emitting a soft glow to it.
Could I investigate that?
Yes,
and
you
or
can.
Arcana that?
Yep. Yep, you can. I would say it's probably Arcana is going to be what you need.
Oakley dokley. Yo, what is going on today?
You are not able to discern if it is like what kind of power or anything that it might have. But you are able to take a look. And I would, with investigating, you'd be able to see. So let's see. I did make this a handout.
Yeah, I actually missed what it was. Was it an orb or something?
It was
No,
a
it's
book.
a book.
Book. Yep.
And did it pop up for you all?
I cannot see it.
No, I didn't get a pop up.
I don't know why it won't just do stuff. Oh my gosh, just show the thing. I don't need it to be complicated.
There we go.
It wanted me to name it. It doesn't need a name. Alright, so you find this book, and in it talks about the undead barrier of Alesk, and like many great cities in the realm, the great city of Luskin was built upon the ancient city of Alesk, and generations were born and lived in these cities, and myriads were buried there too. As the elders of Luskin grew in knowledge and understanding of divination, conjuring, and other dark sorceries, some of their stronger magic proved unstable and leached into the very soil around them. In time, the dead buried in the defiled ground began to stir. Rather than infrequent and solitary reanimation, near constant attacks by dozens or even hundreds of corpses became common. The Council of Seven, a group of the most powerful wizards and clerics then in existence, cast a series of incantations to deprive the dead of any life-giving power. Indeed, in addition to Luskin, many similar barriers to block the dead exist in towns and cities all across the continent, including Mithril Hall, Phandalin, and Baldur's Gate, to name a few. With the wisdom that no spell lasts forever and the foresight that their incantations may one day be forgotten, the council recorded their greatest secrets in 7 identical tomes and sent one to the most powerful military ruler, the wealthiest merchant guild, the largest library, and several other secret places throughout the kingdoms, while keeping one in their own care. While I was entrusted with one of these copies, suffice to say, I no longer have it. I have, however, endeavored to copy the spell and several others in the pages that follow from memory. Like the original tomes, these texts are magical and only become visible when needed. The original authors learned well the undesirable side effects that may occur from frivolous use of powerful magic. Since you are now reading these words, one of the magical barriers blocking the dead is broken. It must be restored as soon as possible. To restore, you will need the list of reagents below, and you must complete the ritual exactly as written. I only hope my memory has not failed us in our time of need.
Well, Boros is going to immediately shut it after reading it. I can't exactly make much sense out of this. Perhaps someone else might want to take a look. There's something radiating from it, but I'm not sure.
So, is it I look to identify it? I'll actually read what's on it.
So you are able to read what's on it because, like it said in the reading, since the barrier is broken, that means that something needs to be done about it. So it's revealing itself. Otherwise, the pages are blank in it if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, so just by reading it, would here Ouroboros be able to assume what for magic coming from it is what magic was keeping it hidden? First keeping the words hidden?
Say it again.
Yeah, so here the book was glowing. Here Ouroboros' Arcana check filed with a nat 1, but
Mm-hmm.
by reading it and it's saying that the words were hidden until the barrier is broken. Is Ouroboros able to make for those good conclusion that is the magic was coming off of it?
So he's like, I mean, I would assume, like, I mean, Abros can roll an intelligence check to see if he places that, but like the spell, like, I guess I don't know how to phrase this. So you can, with his Arcana check, that is separate from him being able to read it. So anybody in that room can read what's on that page.
Yeah, but I understand, but it's like, here, Arcana check file, didn't know what magic was, reading it, here, put two and two together. Oh, that's why.
I mean, I guess I'm not so with a intelligence of a 12, I mean, you would assume that there's some kind of magic involved in it. But like he's not going to know what it is.
Yep.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, he's definitely still like passing it over. It mentioned something about the barrier, but I don't know where this barrier could be. And then he starts to look around in the room to see if there was like a literal like physical barrier.
Well, so I do think with your intelligence and having seen all of the zombies, like you would definitely probably piece together it is out there in the crevasse.
Okay.
Because that is where all the undead seem to be originating from. And Sildar and Darren have said this seems to be where they're coming from and like swooping inward into Phandalin. Because this is not just isolated to the hearer.
Right.
And
which is why you all
passing...
were Walking Dead. Like, it's like Rick when he wakes up in the hospital and everyone's gone and he was just left there. That's what happened to you all.
Yeah. But, yeah, if Ouroboros is passing it around, Ash will read over it and say, okay, seems like ages ago, hit the magic happened, dead started coming up. Hit measures were put in place to stop that, measures he broke, and to fix it, looks like we need mercury, dragon bile, and powdered nightside, and put them all on an altar somewhere, and we need blood untainted by evil, whatever that means, to stop all this.
Well, my blood is out of the question then.
Yeah, not sure if mine can be used, but it looks like once all that is on the altar, here there's more to do, but it'll only be revealed once that happens.
Right. Perhaps we should try this other door then?
Yeah. You go to approach that door. Let me see real quick. That door is locked.
Yeah.
Could I
I'm
first...
not sure...
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if Ash will know what any of our regions are supposed to actually look like, so is there an intelligence roll or something I can do to be able to know if Ash will recognize him on sight or not?
You can certainly roll, but if you feel as though he wouldn't know, you can just go with it. He wouldn't know what they are. I don't think everything has to be a roll for it. Yeah, but you can.
Yeah. I honestly don't think he's world-wise enough to know what they're supposed to look like. Like, what the hell would Dragon Bile even look like? How would you even store something like that?
Yeah, so Pedro, there was something I think you wanted to do before going into that room.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of like maybe press my ear against the door to see if I hear anything on the other side before trying to open it.
Okay, you can make a perception check.
My rolls have been dookie today.
You press your ear up against the door, but like everything outside of the moaning of the zombies and stuff, like the atmosphere here is just very quiet. Almost too quiet in comparison to, you know, everything that you've experienced, but there's nothing that leads you to believe that opening this door is going to result in anything bad happening.
Then I would like to carefully, slowly push the door open and step in.
Okay. You carefully and slowly open the door. Are you checking for traps or anything?
Yes.
Okay. Make an investigation as you slowly and carefully open the door. Huh. You don't see that there are any traps or anything to be alarmed by here. So you open up the door. As you do, you can see what appears to be a wizard's workshop. You can see that there's a large work table in the center. It looks as though it was set up for some possibly making of some kind of potion or something, but it has been kind of abandoned like mid process. It is no longer like still working. The uh, candle that had been burning underneath to get it going is long since been extinguished. You can see that there are bookshelves crowding around. Looks like there's parchment, some more strange looking tomes on the shelves as well. You do see it looks as though it's been kind of rummaged through, but in various spots in the room in front of these bookshelves, you see what appears to be the group's gear.
Yeah, falling in behind Opera, seeing what Ash would just say, "Hi guys, our stuff's in here."
Before going for any of the equipment, I would like to, Oboros would like to check the table for any notes or any books of any kind that might give him any more like information as to like what he's looking at on this table here.
Okay, yeah, roll for me a investigation as you're looking on the table. Okay, as you look through, you do see there are some notes scribbled on the table. Some of them are mentioning there being a unusual like sense of undead. And those notes seem to be like dated from like a few weeks ago and stuff. So I mean, ago from what you're thinking of. So probably like 3 or 4 weeks prior to the current day in the game. Just talking about there being a lot of undead energy. You also see a note that just talks about how Glassstaff has more planned than Nesnar could even fathom or be able to complete herself. And you also, on the table, you can see that there are 3 small bottles, and in it, they do contain mercury, dragon bile, and powdered nightshade.
Hmm. It looks like he has everything we need here.
That's
Astra.
convenient.
Did it say we had to combine it here or combine it at the altar?
It just says to place for components and what also. Nothing about mixing or combining. So maybe just put for containers down separately.
Right.
It is not clear there at all.
Well, I think our things are over there in the corner, so we can just store all of this in our packs. I'll take it in mine. And then Boros is going to go ahead and move over and start rummaging through and grabbing his stuff.
Yeah, Ash will go over and grab his stuff as well. And here, you said these are like bookcases and what? Yeah.
Yes, those are bookcases.
Yeah. While he's doing that, Ash is gonna be a little bit selfish and see if we can find any books or anything about being able to magically locate or find people.
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
Yep. Not good. That's a 5.
Okay. As you go through and you're looking at the books, you see a lot of them are just really basic text on um alchemy as you're looking through. And what languages do you speak before I?
Ash
Not that.
speaks
Okay.
only common
Only
and
common,
infernal.
really. You see a
Yeah.
book that like you're unable to even read what's on like the outside of it. It's in a language that's unrecognizable to you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's seeing what, not really saying anything he wants. He gives up and grabs his stuff.
Yeah. Is anyone proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can tell, like, looking at the table, it looks as though the apparatus was set up to be brewing potions of invisibility, is what he had been working on.
Are the components for a potion of invisibility also on the table?
Give me 1 second. No, brother. So they look to be as though, like, it like there is just a very little of it like within the apparatus itself, but most of it, because it was left burning, most of it has burnt away at this point, like leaving the
Gotcha.
pot on the stove for too long.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Is there a decanter of some kind on the table that Oboros can go ahead and pour it into?
Yeah, I feel like that's very reasonable that there would be something you could store stuff in.
Sure. Okay. All right. So then, yeah, he's going to take whatever decanter he can find, take the remaining liquid and pour it into said decanter, and then seal it with a cork or whatever,
Okay.
whatever he could find.
Yeah. I would say like it is a pretty small amount that you're able to find. Probably not enough for like a full potion. Probably enough if you're gonna have somebody use it for invisibility. Probably enough for sunset. Like I wouldn't. It's not very much that's left. So that's
Yeah,
just kind of my take on it.
That's
yeah,
fine.
that's what's
Yeah.
that'll be the second invisibility potion we have, won't it? Because we found one before all the way back next to our room with a pool.
So in your gear, though, as you guys are looking through any potions that you had, that is what's been taken from your gear.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was what was of most value in your gear. Anything like that you had is what was taken. And any rations that you had are also gone, including the spider jerky.
Yeah, I'll,
Thank goodness. Thank
yeah,
fucking goodness.
I'll delete my Russians then.
Yep, but aside from that, it seems as though everything still remains, including the little jade frog that was in Sunset's gear.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give Sildar his dagger back before I go grab my stuff.
Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. And so, did you? Oh, he took a long sword. Okay.
Yeah.
He goes,
I was
I'm
gonna give him
glad.
back the short sword, but he probably doesn't want it.
No, he prefers the long sword. He goes, I sure wish my gear was there. You see him looking, but his stuff is not here. His precious sword.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
is Sildar
What-
wearing armor?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, because I was like, he can have my old shitty leather armor if he wants it.
No, I mean he's been in town for like a week, like so like he he doesn't have the stuff that he prefers, but like he's gotten by.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that other note Oboros read as well, that mentioned something about dwarven maps. Do we see anything like that in this room?
So you don't see any maps. And like this is the thing where it's hard. Your character can't read Dwarvish, so like the book that you
Yeah.
looked is, but like you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, he knows what maps look like though, so if there's like if there's any
I mean
sort of pictures, but
there's no map in that book at all.
yeah. Yeah, he'll probably just after he looked at it, opened it, so it was of no he couldn't use it at all, he probably just would have chucked it on the table, not bothering to put it back where it was.
Solomon's gonna turn to Sildar. Sildar, do you know where an sacred altar may be in town?
I mean, I don't know that it would be for this here, but I guess I wouldn't even really call it an altar, but Sister Gariel, she keeps the um Shrine of Luck up and going, but I wouldn't think that that's what they're referring to in this.
We should keep an eye out while we try to find the boy.
Right.
Sildar, like, he goes, well, from my understanding of what was read, I feel that this is referring to an altar that has long since been buried, but has since been, I guess, opened up. So I don't think it would be something that we would see out and about here.
Shit is deeper in the crevasse.
Yeah, Darren goes, yes, I think we need to go to where the zombies are coming from. We need to try to get past them and hopefully see where it is that they're coming from and deal with that, and then we can deal with the ones that have gotten out. Or Sildar and I can work on fighting the ones that are up here while you all go and see what might be deeper in the crevasse.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like we have to go there fast. So before we leave, who he would have blood untainted by evil, which he puts in quotation marks. We should probably get that sorted before moving instead of doing it on site.
Hmm. I mean, that's kind of a
What?
personal
It makes
question.
sense. It makes sense. Why try to draw blood in the middle of a tense situation when we can just do it now, walk into the fire, we're good to go.
Hmm.
I'm not wrong there, am I?
Well, I mean, we can figure that out later, I think. I don't think we should. Because, I mean, it's not like we get one shot at it, right? So we can just put all the stuff on there and just, like, cut our hands.
And what does have
You
a good
know.
old blood orgy
Oh
down
my
there?
god.
But, I mean, one at a time. That
Blood
way, you know.
orgy, taking gags off with tongues. What the hell?
Yeah, see, my issue with that is it's just blood untainted by evil. If one of us is tainted by evil, whatever the hell that means, and good blood is added on top of it, then it will just mix and still be bad.
I mean, you can clean it up. I mean, that's why God
In the
invented
middle
water.
In the middle of combat?
We will see where the altar is. Lots of times these things can be very vague and specific.
Very well. My thinking was I'm probably the fastest here, so if I have all the materials on me, I can just try and avoid everything on the way. Once we know the location of it.
Mhm. Hmm.
Let's track our way down to the altar. And we will see if we can see it and make a plan.
Right.
Very well.
Heather, are you gonna look at it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you pick up the book that Ash has discarded, and as you do, you can see that it is the journal of an adventurer named Ermin. It talks about the history of the lost mine of Findelver and the Forge of Spells. And let me see if I've shared that already with you guys. So it talks about more than 500 years ago, clans of dwarfs and gnomes made an agreement known as the Fandelver's Pact, by which they would share a rich mine in a wondrous cavern known as Wave Echo Cave. In addition to its mineral wealth, the mine contained great magical power. Human spellcasters had allied themselves with the dwarfs and gnomes to channel and bind that energy into a great forge, the Forge of Spells, where magic items could be crafted. Times were good. The nearby human town of Phandalin had prospered as this, but disaster soon did strike when orcs began to sweep through the north and laid waste to all in their path. It also mentions Ermin records that a magic mace named Lightbringer was commissioned by the priest of Lathander, the god of dawn, from the mages working with the gnomes and dwarfs of the Findelver's Pact. That mace was lost when Wave Echo Cave and the mine vanished from history.
I feel lied to you. Told me it was a diary. Oh, you said journal.
It is a journal,
I assumed it was
yeah.
a diary. It's a
What?
boring
Oh.
history lesson. Bill the Mace is
I'm
cool.
sorry. Did you think it was going to be, oh, this drow is so beautiful. Let me draw pictures of the drow. My bad.
No, I was hoping more. It was like, oh my god, did you hear what Johnny said today? Or you won't believe what Johnny said today. It was the most dumb thing.
I didn't say diary, Heather. I said journal.
I know. I was just hoping it was a diary.
You ran this as a
honestly,
DM.
Do you assume I remember little details like that? I didn't even know there was a journal.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see much difference between a journal and a diary. One that seems more formal than the other.
I feel like a journal is what a man calls it, and a diary is what a kid calls it.
Yes, and men don't write about, ooh, I like Johnny today.
I mean, they could. It's just a diary for an adult.
Oh my gosh. Heather, I will make a better journal for you next time. Me and ChatGPT, we will make you a journal. Because ChatGPT
right.
is like on fire, right? Solomon, you loved Ricky, or Ricky, you loved Solomon, you loved Ember.
Sure, sure,
See?
sure. I'm gonna smoke her zombie here in a second.
Smoking.
But
I mean,
I'm just gonna throw the, or I'm just gonna toss the journal on the table and just mention it was boring as hell.
yeah, but yeah, once we're done in here, our plan is to just go through, go to where all the undead are coming out and try and find the altar.
I was thinking taking the door to the south.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
well,
like to give the
yeah.
southern door a shot.
Yeah, but I was gonna say what feels like it'll end up lapping back around, but yeah, that's
Hey,
just
you know.
me guessing based on where we've gone so far.
We can go ahead and give it a shot. I would like to,
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
what it
nothing.
is, just in case.
I fixed
Yep,
one of the
Nothing wrong
tokens.
with that.
Alright, so we're going out this door here.
Yes.
Okay, so you open up that door. You see that there is another door immediately to the south of it. You also see that there is a hallway leading out as well. I'm gonna move your token, Solomon, just so I can see what you see. Oh, do you not? I thought you had dark vision. Oh, I guess it's out of. Never mind. So that is what you currently see, is that there is another door or a hallway that you would assume leads right to the Karas.
Hmm.
Super fun, right, Heather?
Yeah, and I'm assuming Ouroboros shares that information.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, he goes ahead and relays all of that.
Yeah, so once we're out there, it feels like it's gonna be a lot of go, go, go. There's no other preparations we want to make beforehand.
I would like to cast light on my bow. That way I can see.
Yeah, go for it. Do you know how to change your token?
Yes. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Light. What is light? It is 20 and 20. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask once again above game. We don't want to do eye blood extraction before we leave.
I'm gonna go with it's very
It might happen naturally. Does someone want to be standing with a vial ready to just scoop it up? Oh shit,
Yeah.
what did you just do, Heather?
Okay, let me not make the
But for light. But yeah,
update tokens. Okay. There we go.
But yeah, I'm assuming Ash would grab a clean, empty vial just in case.
Somebody goes down, Ash is immediately going to turn, run, and try to scoop up the blood.
Why waste it?
I see the logic.
Yeah, my boy's trying to be practical here. Yeah, have it be good to go by the time we get there.
I'm gonna cast a false life on myself.
Okay. Nice.
Oof.
Oof.
5. That's
5
fine.
is better than 0. Look at that. Yeah. All right. Are you going to go in? Are we going straight the hallway? Are we going to the door?
Yeah, I say down the hallway. Oh, wait, there's another door here?
To the south of him, there's a door.
Yeah, I'd like to attempt that other door. Like to open it up and give it a check.
Okay. Yeah. So that door is unlocked. Are you checking, listening before you go in?
Me roll for perception.
Yeah. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Need to go to the toilet again.
No problem.
Me too.
You don't. You don't really hear anything outside. You do hear. You can hear some moaning coming from that direction, but aside from that, you're not picking up anything else.
Then he's gonna slowly open the door and step in.
Okay, you slowly open the door. I need a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You open that door. You can see that there are several worn tables and chairs. They're scattered around. They are not upright. It looks as though whatever is happening in here, everyone exited from it pretty quickly. And so knocking over the chairs as they left. You can see that there are some wooden benches in here as well. The walls are decorated with draperies of brown and red. There are some ale kegs that are propped up, and they are tapped, but unfortunately they are empty. And that is all that you can see in here. There is a door to the south.
Boris is going to, before he moves any further into the room, he's going to motion for everyone else to follow before making his way to the next door.
Okay.
First thing he does, of course, is to listen in and see if he hears anything on the other side of it.
So that door is actually slightly ajar. You can certainly listen at it, but it is already kind of open.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
I'm ready to move Ash in.
I did not mean to make that with advantage.
No worries.
You did.
Yeah, well, Nintendo's what it was. So listening out there, you again, like you can hear it sounds like wind whistling and stuff coming from the same general direction that all the noises you've heard have been coming from. But aside from that, you're not hearing anything.
Okay. All right. Well, he proceeds down the hall.
Yep. Yeah. Ash will make his way into a room and follow.
Okay.
Well, what's going on with my mouse?
You
fucking stuff.
arrive at another door, Auroros.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ash will be following him.
Are you listening at it again?
Yeah. Sorry.
And you're okay.
Right.
You also can see that there is another hallway that looks to lead out to the crevasse. You can see that there is right within your line of sight a zombie that is working on. It's not up out of the crevasse. You probably honestly, with how deep it is, I would say you're probably like seeing its zombie hands trying to claw its way up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's going to be extra quiet about it. He doesn't want to like alert the zombie.
There.
Okay.
Nice. So again, you don't hear anything out of this. I would say also, just because why waste a complete nat 20 on things? Like you really kind of start to pick up that everybody, like they did just, like they got out. Stuff started to go south and they hurried up, got what they could, and they left from here.
Gotcha. All right. After not hearing anything, he's gonna go ahead and push his way through and open the door
Okay.
and step inside.
All right, so this barracks contains 4 roughly built wooden bunks. There are some heaped up blankets, some dirty dishes that are scattered about. I don't know that it would be any stronger than how you all currently smell, but you do get like an odor of rotten meat filling the air. And aside from that, like there doesn't seem to be too much of interest in this room. It looks as though right here to you that there's like some small, like really crude looking goblin doll that's on the ground, presumably belonging to our, beloved Droop.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and give that a quick examination and whatnot. Rest in peace, Droop.
Yeah.
Okay,
Aside, yeah, go ahead.
got a pretty dumb question to ask. Look at us this zombie crawling up. How hard do you reckon it would be to push him back down for our crevasse? I know things can go very wrong very quickly trying that.
Not too. I wouldn't say it would be too hard to push him back down. Yeah, I will leave it at that. I want to say more, but I will say it probably wouldn't be hard to get him pushed back down.
Yeah, Ash will start approaching cautiously and see if this zombie is isolated or not.
Okay, can you make a stealth roll for me before you move?
Yep. But I'm 11. Am I right to start approaching?
Yes, I needed to roll for stuff, but yep, you're good now.
Yep. Yeah.
I would go there first, and then, so as you begin moving forward, you do see that there is another zombie, and this one is just, like, right there, standing, and, let me see, one more thing. Okay. Yep, so you do see that other one, let me roll that.
Oh, I see another token out there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're seeing quite a few. So when I click your token,
Yeah.
I can see a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I counted right.
Like 5.
They have not noticed you. But
Yeah.
you do see that there are 5, and currently you're the only one moving that direction.
Yeah, seeing all of them there, saying that it's not as easy pickings as he's thought because of this one. Ash is just gonna back on up. Hit reverse my dump truck.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll go back and say to the others, there's four zombies all around the entrance here. Looks like 2 or 3 of them are still climbing up, and he would have seen the other token was over here somewhere, wouldn't he?
Yeah, because when I clicked it, I could see. Yeah. So that was one of the ones I was counting.
Yep. Yeah, and looks like there's a goblin out there.
Oh. So
But
that is Droop. Droop is a zombie. These zombies are all various different like races and things. I made Droop into one just, why not? So he also is a zombie.
Yep, so Redcorn, Ash wouldn't differentiate between races. there's 5 zombies out there near our exit, 2 or 3 of which are still climbing up.
Okay. All right, I think we're coming to a
Might be
good.
more.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and keep
I was
in
gonna say.
mind that the group had seen a lot when you guys were sneaking through that room. You saw some up that direction as well.
Yeah, so we're able to build a pretty good head map of what's in there. Plus, we can assume a healthy amount more.
Okay. I feel like we've reached a really good kind of stopping point. So before we do though, my one question for the group as we're looking at this. So you have 2 points of entry from where you're. I mean, technically, I guess you could actually have 3 points of entry. You have the 2 hallways that you went past, and you also have that storeroom that you all had came from. So just so I can be prepared, how do you think you're going to go about storming in? Or maybe you're not storming in, and
Question there is.
I'd like to go down the
How's
2 hallways at the same time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Pincer maneuver.
us? Yep, split them up, split for zombie forces up. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Question is who goes where, and do we delay it? Do we both go at the same time?
Cool.
All the
Alright.
NPCs in the front.
Was that what we're doing, Ricky? All right. I'm gonna end the stream, and then if we want to talk about this for a few, we can before we part ways. All right. If you are not one of us and you tuned in and you're watching, hopefully you enjoyed the start of. I don't know why I thought this could be done in 1 week. Us doing a Phandalin Halloweeny type one shot, but will certainly probably take us 4 weeks to get through. And yeah, we will be back the week after next to continue dealing with our zombie problem. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching.
Thank you.
See ya, chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for running another great game.